Hey, kings and queens, we are live. I'm trying to go live on Facebook. I am also live on Instagram. I'm live on Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, both of my Facebook pages, and TikTok. I'm on TikTok on my phone and I'm on the other platforms on my computer. So I'm not going to be able to do the lunch and learn tomorrow. As you guys probably saw, that there has not been a flyer that came out for tomorrow's live. So what I will probably do tomorrow, 1 o'clock, is run one of my old lunch and learns. Now I started lunch and learn back in 2022 or maybe 2021, and I stopped for a little while, and I just brought it back in January, thanks to one of my good friends, Chris Risby, who is a home inspector for Ladino. Chris and I were having a conversation, and he was like, "Oh, I think you should bring your lunch and learns back. Remember when you used to go live every week and have professionals on there?" So it was Chris's idea to get me back into doing the lunch and learns. I don't know. I hope you guys receive it well. I try to have a professional on every week to just talk more about their side of real estate. It's mostly real estate. I did have a therapist come on, and my brother, shout out to Demetrius McNeil, we call him Little Man. He is a, please, please forgive me, brother. He does a lot, but he does more, like he goes into corporations and help them with diversity inclusion. He helps them scale their businesses. He helps them with marketing. And brother, if I'm not saying that right or correctly, please correct me in the comments. um, but long story short, I had him and the therapist on just to talk about the effects of being an entrepreneur and how that affects you mentally. Because being an entrepreneur, especially in the real estate world, you can work on a loan for over a year before you close. And in real estate, you do not get paid until you close the loan. If you're a realtor, if you're a mortgage lender, if you are in title, you don't get paid until the loan closes. Now, people like appraisers and home inspections, they get paid during the process because you need that to close the loan. But just imagine working with somebody for a year and a half, and you don't close the loan. So you've done all this work for free. So, hey, Miss E, thank you for joining. So that could take a toll on you mentally. You really have to have the drive and the gumption and the goals. And being an entrepreneur is all about the numbers in the real estate world. So you gotta, if you get 100 referrals, you might close 10 of them out of 100. So it's constant work without the instant gratification of pay. Um, but once you get going, once you get those paychecks, 10 loans being closed in a month is a lot of money. So it's worth it. But mentally, you got to be there. Mentally, you got to be able to weather the storms when you get all the way to the closing day and that loan doesn't close. What are you supposed to do? I worked for these people for 6 months and I don't get paid. So that's why I had the therapist on, and I'll have him on again coming up soon, just to kind of give us some tips on how to deal with um, self-employment and how to mentally cope with the ups and downs of being an entrepreneur. So I've been doing this. Well, I would have been working corporate, right? And I knew I wanted to get out of corporate. So I quit my job back in 2015 and said, you know what? I'm not doing this no more. I'm gonna go full time. I had already been a caterer because I went to culinary school and got my culinary degree back in 2006, 2007. And then I started my catering company. So I had been catering on the side, but I always kept a corporate job. Excuse me. So I quit my job. I quit that security. I was just like, I have to do this on my own. I cannot be in somebody's box. When you're working in a corporate job, you got to be there when they tell you to be there. You got to be on the meetings the time they tell you to be there, especially if you're on site and you're not remote. Like I felt like I was in prison. I felt like I was chained to my desk for 8 to 10 hours a day. And then at my old job, I worked at CoStar, which was in commercial real estate, which is why I took so well to the real estate market. Um, it wasn't necessarily anything that CoStar was doing. It was an amazing company. CoStar has such good benefits that they had a skybox at Capital One Arena. I saw Beyonce, Sade, Usher, Chris Brown, all that in the company skybox for free. Like the benefits was amazing, right? it was amazing. All I had to do was tell my supervisor, I want to, oh, it's such and such is coming, I want to go. And I would get free tickets. That we got a quarterly bonus. Like it was amazing. It was just the fact of me being chained to a desk for that long and couldn't go outside, couldn't come and go as I pleased. I felt really, really trapped. So I said, I got to find a way to make my own money and live by my own rules. Oh, thank you. I just got a #1 glitter badge. Ooh, I don't know what that means, but thank you. This is on TikTok, y'all. So, long story short, I went into being an entrepreneur, and it has not been easy. I actually went back to work a couple times since 2016, but I only last for 6 months to a year. And this job I'm on now is going on 2 years in June, so it's definitely quickly coming to a close. So, I invited a few real estate agents up here with me. Now, let's talk about United Wholesale Mortgage. As a broker, we have access to hundreds of different banks. So that's what makes us different. That's what separates us from the retail banks, right? We have access to all of these different banks and all of these different loan products. Whereas if you go to a PNC, a Bank of America, Navy Fed, they only have the 5 or 6 products that they offer at their bank. We have hundreds of products from hundreds of different banks. So we can shop for a better rate, a better loan product, stuff like the bank statement loan, the DSCR, the 1 day out of bankruptcy, 1 day out of foreclosure. They don't have those at a Bank of America or a PNC bank. So they can't do just about every loan for you with that like we can. So that's the difference between the broker. Now, UWM, United Wholesale Mortgage, is led by a billionaire, Matt Ishbia. He also owns the Phoenix Suns and whatever the female basketball team is down there in Arizona. So he owns those 2 teams. He owns the #1 wholesale lender channel in America. And what they do, because he believes in the broker channel, they invest in us, right? So they offer trainings. I've come up here, I think this is my 3rd time coming up here in the last year. The first 2 times I came for training for myself, and they offer different refinance classes, sales classes, experienced LO classes, all types of classes for us, broker owner classes, processor classes, and these are all for free. Right? So we get the plane ticket, we get the hotel, we get food. All of that is for us to become better in our craft and hone our craft, which is amazing. So we're, as the loan originators, we're able to bring real estate agents up here for training. I invited 3 real estate agents to come with me. 2 of them had to back out for personal reasons, and one of them ended up coming. When I woke up yesterday to get in before the flight, I was so sick. It was just random, right? And I was just like, oh, I gotta go. I promise. We've been planning this trip since December or January. So I was like, I gotta get it together and I gotta go. So I got it together and I pushed through and I made it up here, which I'm so happy I did. There was almost 700 agents and other LOs up here. So other LOs that brought their agents from all over the country. I've met people from Arizona, Florida, California, Texas, Missouri, Indiana. It's a great way to network and build your network because we can only do loans, residential loans, in the areas that we are licensed. So it's great to meet these people and make these connections. So if I do, because I have a presence on social media, I get calls from people all over the country asking questions about my videos when they see them online. And I hate to say that I can't help you. Now, when I come here and I make these connections, I can say, I can't help you, but I know someone who can. Let me refer you to my friend and such. The biggest thing in being an entrepreneur is making connections, building relationships. And I don't care what business you're in, it doesn't have to be real estate. You have to have relationships with people, divorce attorneys, title companies, insurance agents, home inspectors, appraisers. You want to build relationships to build up your portfolio because then you're a greater asset to your clients. When your clients need something, when your clients need insurance, when they need to insure their mortgage, when they need to insure their lives, when they need to insure their cars, their house, it's amazing that you're able to say, you know what, here, I got a guy, call him, he's amazing, or call her, she's amazing. When they need help picking, because ultimately it's the buyer's choice to pick the title company that they want to use. They need help choosing a title company. I work with this such title company, I work with this title company. Here's their number. They're amazing. So it's great to build connections. You have to build connections in any business that you're in. If you're a baker or a caterer like me, it's good to build connections with people who like the people at the wholesale store that you're going to order your groceries and your produce from. The people that at the place where you're going to order your supplies and like rent tables and chairs, et cetera, et cetera. You build relationships. So on top of training, we made connections. That's where I'm trying to go with this. We made connections. Me and Norman Jenkins, shout out to Norman. Thank you, Norman, for coming. And shout out to my other two real estate agents that wasn't able to make it, but they want to come. They do these trainings every week. Anywhere from 500 to over 1,000 people come to these trainings every single week. So this is a conglomerate. This is a massive operation. It's over 200 square feet campus at this wholesale lender. This is how I'm able to close a loan in 6 days. One of my colleagues closed a loan in 3 days. Another one closed a loan in 5 days because of the operation. We're more faster, more efficient, cheaper to use the wholesale channel and to use the broker channel. And this is why I like to bring my agents up here so you can see the vehicle we have behind us and how we can help your clients. So if there's any agents watching or may watch this later, reach out to me. We can do business together. I am all about us growing together because the market shifts, the market changes, and you have to constantly work to build your business. Like this is not I'm Sandra, I'm a bomb loan officer and business just gonna come. That's just not how this works. You know what I mean? You have to constantly work to get business and you have to constantly work to build and cultivate those relationships with your partners. So I'm all about that. Let's get together. Let's do some home buyer seminars. Let's do a live like I'm doing, like the Lunch and Learn. If you want to join me on that, I have a calendar. I can send you the link and you just pencil in which Thursday that you want to be in, that you want to come on or that you're available. Every Thursday at 1:00 is when I do the Lunch and Learn. Our communities need these things, right? My social media presence is so heavy because we need this information. We wasn't taught how to buy a house, how to take care of our credit, and there was no financial literacy classes. And as far as I know, there aren't any now. My child is in the 7th grade, about to go to the 8th grade. He hasn't mentioned taking any financial literacy classes. So they may do that in high school, but those are things that we don't have access to that we need. So it's got to be a way for us to educate our people. So that is the point of me doing the lunch and learns every week. Educate our people. I had a couple call me that I spoke to the other day, and this couple um, asked a lot of questions. Is there a cap on credit score? Is it this? Well, what is the points? How does the interest rate work? How does that? And they was like, "Oh, we're not asking too many questions." I'm like, "No, you're asking these questions because you don't have a clue on what this, none of us do when we buy our first house, unless we learned it from our parents who owned homes. But if your parents bought a home 20 years ago, 30 years ago, the new real estate market it's not even close to what they went through. The process is not even close to what they went through. So sometimes you can't even learn from them. They can teach you how to be a responsible adult. They can teach you how to fix your credit. They can teach you those things, how to save your money. They can teach you those things. But when it comes to the home buying process, you have to learn from a professional in these day and times because the loan product programs change, the processes change, the guidelines change. These things can change sometimes every few months. So it's important for me as a professional, as a lender who wants to strengthen my community and promote home ownership amongst my community to get on here and give you guys the information in real time. So that's my point of this. So training was amazing. We went to the sales huddle this morning. They do it every Wednesday. It's on their website. It's live. You can watch anybody, any professional can go on and watch it. It's very, very motivating. Like I left out there and was like, yes, let's save some house, let's sell some houses. Yes, let's go. You know, they have motivational speakers. This meeting is ran by the billionaire CEO who gives you the game for free, who flew you up here to give you the game for free. You understand? Like just to promote your business because of course the more you grow, the more money, the more business you're going to send him. So it benefits all of us in the long run, but he really cares about the broker channel. We learned about the different products and services that we have. We have a new refi initiative coming out because the interest rates have gotten lower. So if you bought your house in 2022, 2023, right now the interest rates are lower than they were back then. So it is possible that you can save some money on your mortgage if you refinance now. And then this bank is giving us a greater incentive for refinances. So we can also offer you extra money to put towards your interest rate. So that was a great incentive. We talked about the Rocket Mortgage and the Mr. Cooper. Rocket Mortgage just bought Redfin, which is huge because Rocket Mortgage is a wholesale bank, but they also try to they also are a retail bank, which is our direct competitors. So them buying Redfin and changing what Redfin does. Now, let me give you a little background. Redfin has their own agents that work for Redfin and they pay them for the work that they do. But if Rocket Mortgage is taking over Redfin, then they're trying to be the bank and the agents. And it's a lot of things going on where it's possible that real estate agents could get phased out. You know, it's possible that real estate agents can lose money. So on this end, the broker channel, we're trying to prevent that and keep things traditional. Real estate agents are needed and necessary in this business. Mortgage lenders are needed and necessary in this business. So any large conglomerate that's trying to phase everything out and keep all the money for themselves is a problem. There's enough money in real estate for everybody to be able to do their job and get paid for it. So unfortunately, we know by what's going on in the political world that money and the love of money, which is in the Bible, is the root of all evil. And people will do anything and step on anybody's neck to get there. So I am not that type of person. When I partner with realtors or real estate agents, it's not realtors, it's realtors, realtors. There's no A in the middle. But when I partner with real estate agents or realtors, I I'm up for both of us because we both need each other on each side. One can't close alone without the other. So I'm up for us working together to build and continuously grow. And that's why I do this so often. That's why I'm so quick to say, yeah, let's go out there and for the training. It's free. It gives us time to bond and build our relationship. And it also gives you the knowledge and gives you the opportunity to see the vehicle that you have behind you, how you can serve your clients better, how you can get loans closed in 4, 5, 6 days. They have the appraisal direct. So if you're an appraisal and you're working with the AMC, if you're an appraiser, you're working with the AMC, you can join Appraisal Direct. I have the barcode you can scan and sign up. This is you getting paid directly from UWM to do appraisals. This is how we're able, because that's the biggest question. How could you close a loan in 6 days? What about the appraisal? You used to have to go through the AMC. They will assign your appraisal to an appraiser. The appraisal will schedule this, and then they will go do it, and then they have to write the report, and then they have to send the report back to the AMC, and the AMC got to approve it, and then they got to send. That's what could take so many days. With Appraisal Direct, appraisals are being done an average of 5.2 days. It doesn't take a week or two anymore for an appraisal when you go through UWM, when you go through Appraisal Direct. And appraisers, hear me now. If you want to join this, please reach out to me. I will give you the information. You get paid within 24 hours from you accepting that appraisal. From what I learned today is if you work with the AMC, then you got to wait for 60 to 90 days before you get paid for an appraisal you've done. With Appraisal Direct, you get paid within 24 hours after you accept the job. So it's almost like an Uber. They ding, we got appraisal here in your area. Are you willing to take it? And you decide whether you want to take it or not. If you have to do a reinspection and they ask you to put a rush on it, you decide what you're going to charge to do that rush. And then they give you a time frame of when there's no more week 2 before you have to send that report in. It's due on this day by midnight, and you'll get fined if you don't get it in there. So that's how we're able to close these loans so quickly. The appraisal is usually the longest thing, and then the turn times on turning in conditions. So this is more what we do, to be honest with you, is sales. What a real estate agent do when they go take their test, it's called a salesperson something test. What I do is sales. I have a processor. I have a loan coordinator. Loan coordinator who does all of the heavy lifting for me. I just need to structure your loan and decide what bank it's going to go to, and then the processor and the loan coordinator goes and does the rest. So I'm not so much working the loans all day, every day like I used to. But my job is to bring in the business, to go get the business, to sell the products, to go get the business, which is why you see me online so much all the time. But today was eye-opening. Today was uplifting. Today was amazing. Even though I got back to the hotel and my key didn't work to my room. So the lady had to kind of break me in my room. And I had to, she said that the lock thing that you beat to get in the room probably died. So they had to move me to another room. So I've been sitting in the lobby for a few hours, but it's all good. I'm in my room now. All I need is the bed to sleep, and it's a very, very comfortable bed. Very nice hotel. It's not Four Seasons, but it's not Motel 6 or Red Roof Inn either. It's a nice hotel. We flew on Delta free of charge. We had a nice mixer and like happy hour after the training. We received lunch. Oh, that's just a 1 day training. So, real estate agents, if you're interested in partnering up with me, you're interested in going to this training, you're interested in working with me, how can I help you grow your business? How can we help each other? Reach out to me if you have any questions. I'm going to interview Norman and I'm going to put together um, you know how I do my little videos and my reels and stuff. I'll put together something so he can speak from his words on how his experience, because the training was for real estate agents and he's a real estate agent. So I'm going to interview him and you guys can see what his take was about the training. But they changed the training from the last time I was here. And I'm telling you, I was enthralled. I was sitting there like this the whole time. The trainer was amazing. The information was amazing. They had us in breakout sessions where we had to communicate and interact with the other agents and loan originators that were there. We made great connections that way. It was amazing. So I just wanted to come on and share. Again, tomorrow, no live lunch and learn. I'll probably do a replay. I did one that was really amazing about how to create marketing material on Canva. I probably will run that tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So you can go to my YouTube, sandraspeaks.com, watch that tomorrow at 1 o'clock. I'll rerun that one tomorrow. And if you have any questions or want to get in touch with me, please give me a call at 301-965-1155. Feel free to comment or inbox me on any of my social media networks. All right, guys, I'm pumped. It is now the second quarter. The first quarter is gone. It's time to get going. It is now the spring market. The second and third quarter is the busiest quarter in real estate. And if you're not getting your piece of the pie, it's not because of the market. It's because you're not using the right strategies and you're not doing what you need to do to make that money. If you are interested, don't forget, you guys, I am the director of recruiting at Mortgage Experts. If you are interested in becoming a mortgage loan originator or transferring your license over to Mortgage Experts, please give me a call about that. This same bank has a program that will do your 20-hour training class, do test prep, and after you pass your test, they will fly you here to do a new loan originator class. So it's amazing. It's cheaper than going through it the regular way. It's an amazing opportunity. So give me a call, director of recruiting as well, if you want to become a mortgage loan originator and you want to just have your freedom. This job offers a lot of freedom. It is not easy. Don't think you coming in here just putting on a suit and folding your arms like this and doing some pictures. You're going to just make some money. You have to work. You have to continuously train. You have to come to these trainings and your meetings. You have to build relationships and cultivate relationships with other real estate professionals. You have to talk to your sphere of influence. Everybody you walk past, everybody who sees you, anytime you post on social media, they need to know that you are a real estate agent. You are a mortgage lender. Everybody. You have to, because if people don't know, how would they know what you do? All right. So you have to put the work in. But when you get that system down and you get your business going, it is unlimited earning potential. It all depends on you and how much you work. And here at Mortgage Experts, we have the right tools. We got the right team. We got the right mentorship to help you get to where you need to go. So call me if you're interested in moving over to a new brokerage, or if you're interested in getting your license, or if you want to start a mortgage loan and you need someone to guide you through the process, I got you. If you're an agent and you're interested in partnering with me, and you're interested in different ways that I can grow your business, we have a plethora of products that I can offer your clients, and I can get a lot of things done that banks cannot. What my mentors say, we do what the banks do, but we do what they can't do as well. So that's the beauty of being on the broker channel. All right, guys, y'all have a good night. I will see you guys soon. See you next week on my live. Bye.